Along with DeVon Pouncey, I'm Gareth, Kwok, and we have a very special guest joining us here on the broadcast. It's the Oregon Senator Ron Wyden who joins us. Senator, thanks for stopping by.
What a great afternoon. I have the best seat in the house right next to DeVon.
You sure do got the best seat in the house. What's it been like early on?
This is an amazing experience. You're so close to the court. You see all these kids and families. And also, this is a wonderful thing for North Portland. It's a great message.
Yeah, Senator Wyden, you've been a champion for basketball in Rip City for quite some time now. More recently, had strong advocacy efforts to bring the WNBA Portland to Portland. How exciting are you that it's official and we'll be having a team starting in 2026?
DeVon, it's just amazing. And you and I know that day in the winter of 2023 when we had everybody at the sports bra, we sent a message to Kathy Engelbert that there was no place to play women's ball like Portland. We beat out Charlotte, we beat out Philly. Amazing experience, and this is another natural for us to grow.
Here's Weems taking the contact and one opportunity for Romeo Weems. I mean, Senator, what was your instant reaction when Kathy Engelbert, WNBA commissioner, revealed the news that Portland would be getting WNBA basketball back?
I had come to feel that winter of 2023, she came and saw something she hadn't seen in any other community in the country. And I thought we were going to get it, and then she wrote me the letter, as you know, you all ran with it, that basically said we needed to make sure we had the practice facility and that kind of thing. But I thought it was a done deal at night in 2023 because nobody in the country had put on a show like that.
Well, we've took a couple of losses this year here in Rip City, but a massive one in particular was the loss of Bill Walton, who was a good friend of yours and somebody that I know you had a good relationship with. Talk about just your relationship with him and the impact that he had here on Rip City Hoops.
We had a wonderful time over the years. I always remember seeing him walking down a walkway in an airport, and he was 6'11", I'm 6'4", and he'd come closer to me, hi Ron, and then he'd get right next to me and go, be more liberal. And it just was so much fun. Bill Walton, and we need to have a statue of Bill Walton and Mo Lucas right out in front of Moda.
Yes, indeed. I mean, we're talking with Oregon Senator Ron Wyden here on the broadcast. I know there's many articles and coverage on your efforts to bring the WNBA back to Portland, but I guess as someone curious, was there just like an epiphany for you or a moment where you told yourself, we need to make this happen again?
Well, I think we all understand Portland's taken some hits over the last few years, and we've always been about sports, and particularly women's sports, and we thought this was a natural, and I remember thinking about Harry Glickman and Larry Weinberg. They would love that we were going after a WNBA team.
And you mentioned Harry Glickman and also just kind of some of the history here in Rip City. And you've been an advocate for basketball around here for a really long time. I remember having a conversation with you about having to talk with the Soviet Union to allow Arvydas Sabonis to be able to play with the Trailblazers.
DeVon, let me tell you something. It was right out of a Rocky movie.
Yeah.
Because they gave me a letter that I was supposed to present to the whole Soviet leadership, and when I presented it, everybody go, yeah. And I thought, man, I may not get out of here, but it was a great experience and reminded me still of that Rocky movie.
Well, in your role, though, as senator and having been a government official for such a long time, there's many pressing issues that you have to kind of worry about and make laws around. Why is it that basketball has been so important for you to be able to have impact and influence on amongst all of those issues?
What it does is it brings communities together. You know, I'm not saying that this replaces every bit of legislation that I'm working on, but I think you look at this crowd here and families and kids in North Portland, this is a chance to say something really important about our community, and that is that at a time when there are a lot of divisions in American life and finger pointing and the like, you don't see any of that here. You see families out having a great time. You see a lot of opportunity for these young people. I see Joe Cronin down there.
Yeah.
He's looking at talent. He may bring one of these young people up to the league.
Yeah, that's right.
Here's Book Knight trying to weave his way through. Lefty scoop is off the mark, but a foul with 1.5 on the shot clock. Gareth Kwok, along with DeVon Pouncey, Oregon Senator Ron Wyden joining us. Senator, obviously the Portland Fire existed for only a couple seasons in the early 2000s, but what makes you confident that this new WNBA team won't be as short-lived?
Well, first of all, let's remember the growth in the league. I don't even know how many cities are lining up, but I heard it was more than 20 cities now want to have a WNBA team. And so there's been tremendous growth, and I think we've come to understand that Portland does a lot of things well, but one of the things we do best is women's sports. And so many young women, you saw it at the sports bra that night, are excited about what's coming. And let me do a little prediction here for you two fellas. I think that in the summer of 2026, you're going to see families stop at the sports bra over on Broadway. They're going to have a burger and soda and beer and all that, watch this great game, and then the next night they're going to go to a soccer game.
All right, Senator Wyden, I got to have you kind of break down basketball characteristics for each city here in the state of Oregon. I think it starts off with folks are going to be dunking in Dundee, and what else?
Hooping in Hermiston, rebounding in Roseburg. We got the whole package all over this state, and we got something for every city. Then, and I'll tell you, when I go to a city, I always look and see at a school a hoop, and you see young women playing, and you saw it that night at the sports bra.
Well, you used to be a player yourself, right? At UCSB, was that right?
I can tell you, and some fans asked me about it as I came in. There were years and years on end when I was dreaming of playing in the NBA. I got a scholarship to Cal at Santa Barbara, but what the family's really proudest of is the scholarship offer I got from Gonzaga. And people ask me why, and I said, just goes to show that a Jewish kid can play with the Jesuits.
What do you think about some of the athleticism that you're seeing from guys here in the NBA G League at your first look at the remix?
Well, the athleticism is just clear that they've spent a lot of time in the gym. They've spent a lot of time working on their conditioning. I mean, the size of these players that are playing guard, they're 6'5", 6'6", incredible talent. And, oh, my, well.
There we go.
There you go.
Right on cue.
It wasn't a remix, but it was a good move.
Yeah.
Double-digit lead here for Valley as Oregon Senator Ron Wyden is with us here on the broadcast. 7:47 to go in the second quarter.
Oh, 91. Cronin may pick him up right tonight. You see 3 and look at his length and his quickness.
Yeah.
I think that's somebody with a lot of potential. I was watching him.
And how global this game has become. That he just made the 3. Thierry Darlin, he's from Central African Republic.
Really? How long has he been in town? Did he just start with us?
First season with the team.
God, there's a lot of talent out there.
Quentin Rose for 3, tipped by Alex Reese. How you liking these threads, though? These were not released last year. These are new for this year, Senator.
Well, at every level, the fact is the game is just getting faster. It's getting better. It's creating more opportunity. You just said there's a young person here from Africa. This is a global game, and Portland's part of it.
Garland short on the 3.
Look,
His own miss. And John Little of Valley is going to take time. Senator Wyden, thanks for stopping by.
Let's do it again, guys.
Anytime. Appreciate you.
Thank you for getting the word out about this. This is going to be a special thing for Oregon for a long time.
Back after this here from UP.